Today's session is about healing the mother wound. Now, in today's session, we are not going to judge our mothers, whether they are good, they were good, or whether they are bad. So this is not about blaming our mothers. They have done the best that they could to raise us and look after us and support the family. So they have been the pillars for our families, right? So this is not about judging our mothers. Okay, it's about understanding the deep impact that relationship has had on us and choose to heal if there is healing required in that relationship. Now, whatever your experience might be, whether some of you might say, my mother was always not there for me, she was absent, she was critical, she was overprotective, or she was emotionally unavailable for me. She was very controlling. Some of them say that she was very controlling, very dominated. You are safe to feel it in this particular space, in the space where we are trying to analyze our feelings and emotions towards our mother. You're safe to express those feelings. Okay. Now, let's understand what is this mother wound. Mother wound is an emotional pain that you might have experienced as a disconnection from your mother, which disconnected you from your mother at childhood. So that is what is described as a mother wound. It's usually an emotional pain that lies deep inside you. From the outer surface, it might not be looking as a wound for you right now, because you might be very cordial with your mother. You might be talking to her. So it's not about not being in talking terms with your mother. You might be doing everything for your mother and things like that. But mother wound is a emotional pain, or something that you experienced during the early stages of your childhood, that still resides in your body somewhere, in your subconscious mind, without you, and on the conscious front, you are interacting with the same person in a very casual way. So how this mother wound shows up in your life? It can show up in various ways in your life. For different people, it shows up differently. Okay. To some of them, it shows up as feeling not good enough. Okay. Feeling that I'm just not enough. I don't have the capabilities. I can't do things properly. I can't do things like my mother used to, you know, or guilt, or you feel guilty when you take care of yourself, when you buy yourself a new dress or go to the parlor, pamper yourself, you feel a little guilty about it. Was this actually required? That's the second way. Third way, you attract emotionally unavailable partners. So in some people's life, this mother wound translates as they at going ahead and attracting partners who are emotionally unavailable to them, just like their mother was. As the growing up years, maybe their mother was emotionally unavailable for them as a support. Support is something that a child looks for. The child looks for appreciation from the parents, and many a times, unknowingly, parents do this. But over a period of time, when it's done again and again, that creates a deeper wound in that child. So you might end up attracting a similar kind of a partner later in your life, who is emotionally unavailable, just like your mother. Or you might end up attracting a partner who might be controlling, if your mother was controlling. Or you might struggle to create emotional boundaries in your relationship, emotional boundaries. And you might develop a fear of being seen or heard. Okay. That means you develop a tendency of suppressing your emotions. Fear of being seen or heard means, if I say something, the other person might take it in the wrong sense. So better to keep my mouth shut. So inside your body, you must be boiling with anger, or maybe you're deeply hurt, but you prefer to keep it inside you. think because of the fear that you might lose that person or that person might get angry on you. Okay. So inability to speak up for yourself. These are different ways in which the motherhood can show up in different people. So number one, not feeling good enough. Number two, feeling guilty when you take care of yourself. Number three, you might end up attracting emotionally unavailable partners if your mother was unavailable, or controlling partners if your mother was of a controlling nature. Or you might struggle setting boundaries, relationship boundaries. People might get into your space and make you do work anytime, and you just feel that it is okay, it is my duty to be always available for them. So you struggle in setting up boundaries. Whenever people need you, they use you. That's one indication. And again, fear of being seen, that means always suppressing your emotions. Now, I want you to do this small activity. While I'm taking you through the remaining slides, I want you to pause and think about this question. When you think of your mother, what is the strongest emotion that comes up to you? Okay, you can take a pause, close your eyes, and think about this question. When you think of your mother, what is the strongest emotion that comes up to you? You can put it in the chat window or you can write it in a notepad, whatever. And where do you feel that emotion? Our emotions reside in specific locations in our body. So that's the reason I say, where do you feel it? You might feel it in your heart. Some might say that I feel it in my stomach. Some say I feel a tension. When I think about my mother, I feel a tension on my forehead. Or you might be feeling a slight pain in your shoulder, or slight tension on your shoulder, wherever. What is that specific location where you feel that stress when you think about your mother? So write down that specific emotion and where does it show up today? Now, many women feel stuck, not because they are not capable of doing a particular thing. It might be joining a corporate role, or maybe managing our house also is it's a full-time job, right? So many women, they are not stuck because they are not capable of executing their duties, capable of taking responsibilities, but they carry a lot of emotional baggage. And that's the only reason for them remaining stuck in their life, not because they are not competent. It's a wrong notion. When we set out to do something new, we always have these doubts cropping up. That's a human nature, when we start a new role or get into a new relationship, there are always doubts. But um, the reason we are not able to give proper attention to that job or proper attention to that new relationship in your life is because, or only because of the emotional baggage that we carry, and not because that we don't have the skills to execute it. People mistake it that, okay, maybe something is lacking in me. I don't have the competency. Maybe because of, no, that's not the reason. You carry a lot of emotional baggage with you. You release that emotional baggage and you will see yourself as a different person. So there are different layers of healing. And today we'll practice one layer of healing, which, of course, the most active mechanism of healing that I always recommend is the meditation. Okay. The different layers of healing for the mother wound, we say, is first, develop awareness of this emotion that you have with your mother. Like I said, on a surface level, your relationship with your mother might be looking very cordial and good right now, but I want you to think deeper and analyze whether you carry a mother wound or not. Not everyone will have that, but spend a few minutes analyzing, based on what I've told you, what is a mother wound and how you can how you can identify it. The first layer of healing is to have awareness that, yes, name that emotion. Like I told you to put in the chat window, what is the strongest emotion that comes to your mind when you think about your mother? Okay, name that, give a name to that emotion. I feel sad, I feel hurt, I feel disappointed, whatever. I feel anxious, I feel scared, whatever that emotion. Put a name to that emotion. Next, express. Letting off, letting out what has been suppressed for years. Very, very essential. Express that emotion. When I say express, I mean to ask you to go and shout at your mom for what happened several years ago. That is not the expression. Letting out suppressed emotions can be done in various ways. Various ways. If you carry a deeper mother wound, there are internal exercises that helps you release that particular wound. Okay, so meditation is one channel, but there are other channels, the LGO technique, the NLP techniques, which help you release these wounds. And step number 3 is forgiveness, obviously. And in my forgiveness sessions, I always say, remember, when I say forgive them, forgiveness is not for them, it is for you. Always remember this. Because people in the forgiveness, when I use the word forgive, people come and say that, why should I forgive? Was it my mistake? What was it that my mistake that this has happened? Understand, guys, we are here not to blame anyone or blame yourself for anything. Forgiveness is not for the other person who has done whatever they had to do that particular time. Forgiveness is not for them. It is for you to find peace, for you to release that emotional baggage. Okay, always keep in mind, whenever every coach in this world will talk about forgiveness, because that's an effective mechanism of releasing that emotional baggage. There is no way having anger and hatred towards a person can help you succeed in life. Because if that would have helped you succeed in life, even today, when you are in that anger and resentment, you would be moving forward in life. You wouldn't have been stuck. So you have evidence already that if today you are angry with someone, you have hatred with someone, you are stuck, isn't it? You're stuck in life. Some more questions which you can think about. What did I need from my mother that I never received? How have I tried to earn love and approval in my adult life? These two questions are very interrelated. Like, for example, if you say you never received emotional support from your mother, if you never received love from your mother, you will see, as you grow up in your life, you will be looking for that elsewhere. Things that you did not receive from your mother, you will end up looking for those things in other people who enter your life. And you will see, you will attract the same kind of situation, that you will expect love and support from them, and they will give you love and support for some time and then move away from you. Then you are like, again, okay, again, this the same thing is happening with me. So all of these experiences that you have happens due to primarily the mother wound that you might be having during childhood. Like I had counseled one particular student a month ago, and she came complaining about a manager at her office who was extremely dominating and was very critical about her work. Whatever she said, that I'm getting sleepless nights because all his comments about my work are clouding my mind. I'm not able to sleep. I'm not able to focus on anything. So dominating, so micromanaging. So she was cribbing about her professional life, and she wanted a solution in that particular area. She had a stable job and things like that. So she didn't want to move jobs or anything. She said, I want to be here. It gives me immense stability. But this new boss that has come, he is making my life miserable. So if I somehow can get rid of that, everything is fine here in my office. No. As we went deeper and deeper into the conversation, one question after the other question after the other, we came to a point where I realized she told me that her mother was extremely dominating. Hmm? And she went on to explain. I asked her several questions again. She went on to explain the nature of her mother. And then I told him. Now, this person, this manager in your office that you're talking about, don't you think he or she, whoever he is an exact replica of your mother that you are describing to me right now? Don't you think so? There are similarities between these people? And she paused for a minute. Oh, yeah, I never thought about it in this way. Yes, they are very similar. They're very similar. The way my mother used to criticize every small mistake that I made in my school when I got low scores and all of that, that's the same way it happens in office now. And I said, okay. And let me just guess it. Is this manager that you're talking about? Is that also a lady or is he a guy? So he said, no, a lady. When you carry forward that mother wound in your life, you do not heal it, you attract a similar person with exactly the same qualities. In some cases, now this is one case, okay? In some cases, it also happens you imbibe the same qualities inside you. You imbibe the same qualities inside you. That also happens. That's the second way in which the mother wound can occur. So either you will manifest that quality inside you, or you'll manifest that quality in someone else who will enter your life later. These are two ways in which these these wounds reappear in your life when you don't heal it at the right moment. So today we'll take care of that, guys. These questions that I've written, definitely put it in your notepad, and also that will give you more insights. It's your own analysis that you can run.